Okay, welcome to the office. So, throughout this whole series of videos, I have been offering as much as I possibly can to help you discover what manifesting is, how it works, and how you can actually do it. I even included a section on how to develop the ability to get consistently reliable results every single time that you want to manifest something. So, having offered all of that information, the only other thing I can do for you at this time is to show you an option to take this further. So, we're here at the desk. I'm going to show you the website, and there is a training program that I have developed, and it is based on my 20 years of experience teaching people how to manifest what they want. And this will help you condense the development growth process down to just 13 weeks. It's the fastest way that I know at this time to gain that level of professional mastery over manifestation. So let's go ahead and look at the website, okay? So here is the Power Keys Publishing website. The web address is right at the top there. And this is the home page. And as you can see, my focus is on how I can serve other people. And the very first thing that you see when you get to the home page, at least at this particular point in time, is an offer for a free report called The Secrets of Manifesting Revealed. Now, I will say that the essence of that report has also been the essence of this video series. So the main reason that you might want to sign up for this particular report would be if you would like to get this information in a written form. So if you did, then you can come to the website, you can sign up for that. There's just this nice little box down here, name, email address, and then you can sign up for that report and read everything that we've been talking about in this video series. There is more on this page. There's a little bit of an introduction to me and the work, goes into a little bit of information about the material that you'll find on the website, as well as the prices for, or at least the current prices for the memberships, information on the benefits of membership, the fact that there is a money back guarantee if you decide to sign up for a membership, all of that kind of good information that you would want to know before signing up. So that is the home page. Let me go ahead and show you when you do sign up, and there's a link in here for the membership options that is essentially the same thing as what you see down at the bottom of the page here, just a different way of getting to it. But when you do sign up, the very first page that you go to is the welcome page. And when we click into the welcome page, there is a video that starts out. Let's see, it's about 15 minutes long. And this kind of gives you a little bit of a kickstart in the right direction, a way of approaching the process of going through the programs here on the website. So there's a little bit of information, basically your first steps, with a link to the Divine Dynamics course. So when you do sign up, this is where you come first. There are some other elements that you could do. There is a guided meditation here, and it is freely available because this page is a public page. There's a description of the other courses that are in the membership area, some of the different support systems, the audio programs that are in the membership area, all that kind of good stuff. So just to kind of introduce you to the Divine Dynamics course, which is the purpose of this particular video, we click on that, and right now we're seeing that it's members only, can't get into it without logging in. But you do get to at least see what the course is before you decide to enroll. Right now, you can't actually access anything. So in order to show this to you, I need to log in. So I'm logging in with one of my test accounts. I'm going to click the remember me so I don't have to keep logging in each time. And then I'm going to just click the login button. And when we log in, okay, obviously I have some work to do on this website. I need to fix that. So let's go back to the Divine Dynamics page. And now that we're logged in, we actually have access to the materials. So as you go through the course and complete each step, it will show your progress at the top here. But here is the first step in this program. It's a quick start, hit the ground running workshop, which is a series of videos that was originally intended to be an afternoon workshop. And it's about 5 hours of video between 7 video clips. And you can kind of see the different video clips along the page. You can go to each one individually. Obviously, the first one is where you start. This is about 25-minute introduction to the workshop, the basic information. Next 2 videos are about the foundation, how manifesting works. This gets into the science of manifesting, which we did cover in this free video series. But as you see in the paid program, it goes a lot further. The first half of this is nearly an hour long. The second half is a little over a half hour. So between the 2 videos, that's an hour and a half of information just on the science of manifesting. So there's a lot more information here than what we covered in this free video series. The next one talks about the core manifesting processes, the harmonic intent and harmonic prayer processes that we talked about in a previous video. This one goes about a half an hour, so it's a little bit more detailed than what we covered. Then there's a whole other video, more than an hour long, about how to customize the manifesting process for your unique personality to get a perfect process that fits you to a T. So there's a nice long video to give you all sorts of ideas on how to create a custom process just for you. Then we get into a couple other aspects, maximizing your manifesting power. There's a little over a half hour of information there. And then growing manifesting power over time, another half hour there. But right now, I will save you the suspense. This last video is talking about the development process that is covered with the rest of the course. So basically, you can go through this entire video workshop in a day. If you don't have that much time in a single day to go through it, you can break it up. So you go through it at your own pace. Once you have completed that, then the first step in the actual development process, the first layer of the harmonic augmentation system that I was talking about in the previous video, gets into training the 3 main skills, faith, focus, and feeling, through hypnotic recordings. So the text here is really just an introduction into what we're doing during this week. It's just a simple description of we are training those skills through hypnosis. And there are 3 sections of recordings here. We've got the focus aspect and focus through relaxation. There are essentially 2 different recordings here. We've got symbolic solution for focus, which is the newest recording. This is the one I recommend that you really start with, 43 minutes on that recording. There's also another version, a previous version, which did focus on just simple relaxation. That one's about a half hour long, and there's 3 versions of that same recording. The spoken word, the things that I'm telling you, is exactly the same with all 3 of these. It's just one is plain, one has a brainwave entrainment track behind it, and the other has both the brainwave entrainment track plus music to kind of give you a little bit more to help relax you. So there's that aspect there. The second recording about faith, again, symbolic solution for faith, the first one in the list, 51 minutes. This one is an incredibly powerful program. It's one of the most recent ones that I created. I highly recommend that one. If you want to go further than that, if you want to have a different version, again, just like the previous one, there's the previous version of the same type of thing. It's also a hypnosis program for confidence and trust, about a half an hour long. There's one that's just me talking. Then there's one with me talking with brainwave entrainment tones to help take you down into that theta level of mind, that deep hypnosis level. And then there's also one that includes the entrainment plus music to enhance it in a little bit different way. So there's that set of recordings. And again, the exact same thing with the feeling aspect that we're training here. There's the newest version, symbolic solution for feeling, about 52 minutes there. The previous version, which gets into creating vivid imagination, little over a half an hour there, 34 minutes. Again, just me talking, brainwave entrainment plus music. The intention with this first week of training, and each of these lessons is intended to be 1 week of training. So that's why it's a 13-week program. This is the first week. And the intention is to listen to just one of these recordings per day for 6 days. So sometime during the week, you'd listen to two of the recordings for focus and relaxation. You'd listen to 2 of the recordings for activating your faith, and 2 about the feeling. So you can pick the exact same recording to listen to twice, or you can listen to one of the newer ones plus one of the older ones and go that way if you'd like. There is a extra credit section here if you want to go beyond just listening to recordings and do something more during that week. It's not required, but it can add to your experience if you decide to do it. So when you are done with that and ready to go on to the next lesson for the second week, then we get into a program of guided meditation. And essentially, it's kind of the same thing. There's not a lot of information that you need to learn. It's really just about working with the programs that are here. And for this particular one, there's only one recording for each of the 3 skills: focus, faith, and feeling. And that is the order that I recommend that you go through this with, about 20 minutes on most of those. So they're fairly quick guided meditations. They don't take a lot of time. Just do one of these a day. Ideally, you want to do each one of these twice during the week. And if you want to do something extra, that is okay. There is nothing wrong with that. So, third week, again, we're still focusing on the 3 primary skills, faith, focus, and feeling. We're just doing it on a conscious level in week number 3. So in week number 3, again, each day you want to do at least one exercise, and you can pick from a variety of different ones that are described here. There's a high intensity focus exercise, which I also call active meditation. This is a process. In a previous video, I mentioned how some of the people who went through my very first course had some profound experiences just within the first few lessons. And this active meditation process is one that was described in that first course and produced some really major results for a lot of people who went through that. So I highly recommend you do this one. It's essentially the exact opposite of traditional meditation, where traditional meditation, you sit down and you relax and you focus on just one thing, and that's all you do. This one turns that completely around and has you focusing on every single detail in your immediate environment. And it's kind of incredible how it works. And you just kind of have to experience it to really get it. And then here is some of the other things that I mentioned in a previous video on how you can develop focus, On a conscious level, it's just paying attention to the details. You can pay attention to how much time it takes you to do things. How much time does it take you to take a shower? How much time does it take to brush your teeth? How much time does it take to get dressed? How much time does it take to do different things throughout the day? If you pay attention to the clock and notice these things, you are training your ability to focus. Also about keeping track of money. And this is a good exercise that is taught in a lot of financial responsibility courses. Keep track of every dollar you spend, and at the end of the week, figure out how much of your money is going towards investments, things that will pay back, and other things that are beneficial for you, as well as keeping track of the money that you spend on things that you really didn't need. So it's an exercise that can be used to train your focus, but also serve another benefit as well. So there's a lot of good things with that. Next topic. So when we're done with that, we do one of those one day, we do another one a different day. We can do both of those right next to each other, or you can pick and choose from the different ones. So the feeling training exercise. This is, again, a set of self-directed exercises that you can direct yourself through a process. And this is very much a guided meditation, except for you are guiding yourself. And these are meditations that I originally wrote for my book, Harmonic Prayer, back in 2012. Although this additional one at the end wasn't in that book, but it is very similar to some of the same basic things. Divine Love. It's a set of 8 steps that you're directed to relax as deeply as you can, bring up a feeling of love, amplify that as much as you can, and that kind of thing. So it's really just activating different feelings and practice intensifying those feelings and controlling the details. This particular one, the Divine Power Tree of Life exercise, this is also a focus exercise as well as an exercise to develop the ability to elicit desired feelings at will. So it's a good exercise. We can mark that one complete and go on to the next one. And then it's faith training here. And then here is a lot of steps that you've probably learned in various places. There's the idea of doing affirmations. There's the idea of doing visualizations. And in my versions of these, we bring in some NLP concepts of pacing and leading to make these basic traditional ideas much more effective. So through the self-directed exercises in week number 3, you are building on the foundation that was established in week 1 and week 2. And then through this 3-week training process, your ability to focus, your ability to elicit desired feelings at will, and your ability to call upon an intense, powerful state of faith and belief and confidence will be augmented tremendously. And by doing things in this order, starting with the hypnosis, then going to guided meditation, then doing the self-directed exercises, it makes everything so much more effective when you do it in this order. And again, focus first, feeling, then faith on that one. And then the rest of the course, it gets into some of the additional factors that I talked about in a previous video. Factors like self-esteem, which is part of what could be called divine love. Okay, so here's something that I need to let you know, is that you really are encouraged to go through this course one step at a time and not skip ahead. So you really do have to complete the previous lessons before you can move forward. And here, because of the topics, I would have to mark this faith training as completed. And basically tell the system, yes, I have done the steps described on this page, then I can mark the entire lesson complete, and then I can move on to the next one. So this program, again, is highly structured. It's structured in a way that is intended to help you develop maximum manifesting power as quickly as humanly possible, at least with our current level of understanding. I know I've mentioned before that this is based on 20 years of experience teaching people how to manifest. The experience that I am getting right now will go towards whatever comes later. Maybe in another year or two, I will find a better way of training people to maximize their manifesting ability. But as of right now, this is the best that anybody can possibly do. There are no other systems that utilize this harmonic augmentation process by any other name that they may give it. There's nobody doing professional level manifestation training besides what we're doing here on this website. So that is essentially the course. There's different steps along the way, different exercises that you're given. Some of them have hypnosis recordings that go with them. Some of them have guided meditations that go with them. And some of them are just simply self-directed exercises for you to do, or things to think about as you go about your normal day. I recommend that someone set aside anywhere between 30 to 60 minutes a day to work on the exercises of this course. That is a relatively small amount of time in a given day in order to complete this within 13 weeks. Obviously, if you feel like you don't have that much time, I would say it's going to take you a lot longer than 13 weeks to complete the program and get maximum results from your manifesting efforts. But it's your life. You can go through it however you want to. This is my recommendation to get the most out of this program. And when you are ready to go ahead and sign up, you can come into the website, either back to the home page, or you can go to this membership options page, and then you can sign up. This is not a one price, you own it type of program, because if it was, I would have to charge $200 just for the Divine Dynamics program by itself. And as you will see, there are a bunch of different courses available to you through the membership area. There's the Choose to Believe book, which sets the foundation on the science behind the power of belief. The Divine Dynamics program that we just talked about, the original Harmonic Prayer book. It's interesting material. I really don't recommend it for anyone who's already going through the more advanced material. There's a 30 Days to Divine Power program, which is kind of interesting, but again, the Divine Dynamics program kind of supersedes that, so that's not really necessary anymore. The 7-day Kickstart, again, that's not necessary because the Quick Start workshop that's in the Divine Dynamics, again, completely blows that away. The Awaken the Avatar Within course is an updated version of the original Keys to Power course that I created back in 2003. This one was created somewhere around, let's see, that was like 2014, I believe. So there's the original. There's a course on persuasion, which is completely separate from everything else. So this is an interesting course. That one sold for $97 per copy for a lot of years. There's a prosperity course. There's a quick little treasure map to online riches. It's a lot of really nice ideas on how to make money online. But if you're really interested in making money online, the Changing Lives for Fun and Profit course is the one I would highly recommend. That one, the only time I actually sold that course separately from the membership area was as a live in-person class. It went for 9 weeks. There were 3-hour sessions per week. I charged $350 for that when people went through it. So there is a lot of value here. The $350 there, the $100 there, and the $200 there are the primary ones that I really think someone who wants to get maximum results from their manifesting efforts would be interested in taking. Again, I would charge $200 for that. That was charged for $100. That's three, so $350 on that. So $650 for just the cherry picking of what's here, and the lifetime membership for the website is $795. So it's just a little bit over what those courses are, but here's the big difference. With the membership, you have access to the support forums. And let's see, that is over here, the community forums. This is a relatively new thing that I've added in. So there's not a lot of activity here yet, but there is a support forum. So if you ever have questions on the material, if you ever have questions about how to apply the material to your specific situation, I am here, just a forum post away to getting help with any step that you might want. And that's something that was never included. Well, I won't say never, but it was never included with some of these courses. The Changing Lives for Fun and Profit, obviously I was available for the live class there. The Keys to Power Persuasion course, that did not include any personal help support at all. And the Choose to Believe book, yeah, that was just a book that was put out for about $18. So obviously there wasn't any support included with that. But as a member, you get help from me and other members. There are some other people who do post once in a while. I respond to just about everything. So you see my name showing up on most things in the forums just simply because I do respond to anything that people post in the forums. So again, that's a new thing that's coming up. I do hope to grow that over time. I do intend to grow that over time. Let me rephrase that. It is my vision, my intention that this become a valuable resource for all members. So going back to the membership options again, right now you can get in and get started with a monthly membership for just $49.95. And that gives you access to everything. It gives you access to the Divine Dynamics course, it gives you access to the Quick Start Workshop that by itself I would charge $97 for, just for that 5-hour workshop, because it is that valuable. So just with 1 month membership, you already get your money's worth just in the first week. The annual membership, if you know that you want to go through more than just a month or two or a couple of months, the annual membership is really going to be your best option. $295 for an entire year. And then you can go through a number of the courses. In fact, all of the ones that I highlighted here, the Divine Dynamics course, the Persuasion course, the Business course, all of those are perfectly easily done within a year. And then here's the other thing about memberships, is that any new material that I add while you are a member, you also get access to. So that's one reason why I do have a number of people who have chosen the lifetime membership. A lot of the people who have been with me for years, when I first set up this membership area, I had a bunch of people sign up for the lifetime membership because they knew the value of the material that I publish and make available to them. So those are the different options that are here on the website. Again, there is a money back guarantee for everybody. If you sign up for a monthly membership, you do have a full 30 days to evaluate and decide if you really want to stay here. If anytime in the 30 days you decide it's not for you, just let me know and you get a refund. Annual memberships, because it is a longer time frame, the money back guarantee is a little bit longer there too. The annual members have 60 days to evaluate it, and lifetime memberships, they have a full 90 days to evaluate whether or not they really want to stay a member forever. So it is slanted in favor of the longer memberships. I do acknowledge that, but I also want to reward those who are willing to invest a little bit more into their own personal development. So again, these are the options that are available on the Power Keys Publishing website. And if you would like to sign up, just come on over. You can sign up from the home page. You can go into the more info and sign up on the membership options page. It's a real easy process to sign up. It's just you click in, then you get the checkout page. Yep. Okay, so checkout page here. If you're not already a member, there will be information, places to fill in your name, email address, what username and password you would like to have for the website, and then you can pay with a credit card directly on the website. This is handled via Stripe, so a fully safe and secure checkout process here. So hopefully I have given you all the information you need to decide whether or not being a member at the Power Keys Publishing website is for you. If you'd like to check it out, I'd love to have you. So other than that, this is the end of this video series, and I do hope that I have given you more than enough value and more than enough help to master the art and science of manifesting. So I do hope to see you again. There will be other videos coming to the YouTube channel at some point, but I doubt any of them will be as organized or as extensive as this set of videos has been. So until next time, be blessed, my friend.